Yo, what's going on, y'all? You are tuning in to another exciting episode of It's Just Mario. And I'm Mario Ramone, your host. And today, our show is entitled It's Time for Dinner. That's right. Remember back in the days when families used to eat together, and that was the bonding and spiritual time, and finding out what went on throughout the day of your dad's day, of your children's day, what's going on in school and things like that. That's why we're going to name this It's Time for Dinner, because I think it's time for dinner. Okay. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, and you're of a newer generation and you've never had the luxury of having a family dinner, like be a ritual, actually, it's not something that we just do for Thanksgiving. It's something that we do. We eat together and pray together and wash our hands together and everything. And then you talk and say what's going on with one another. And that's a way of solving problems together instead of having an individual go through things alone, and you may not feel comfortable enough to tell anybody because you don't have nobody you eat dinner with. It's sad. It's time for dinner. And if you don't have a family, then you can make a family. And people, be cognizant. When people say, I don't have a family, listen to that. And then say, hey, you can come on over to my house, or my auntie's house, or my cousin's house, or my uncle's house. And we are one big family. And so if you may not, if you don't have family, you do now. Okay, because we don't need people being alone and feeling alone in times like this, seriously. And you need to listen to people, because people are saying things, and people are proud, so they're not going to just come out and say, I ain't got nobody to hang with. So listen to the low key things, when people say, so what are you doing tonight? Or what are you doing in 2 nights? Or just kind of listen, and be cognizant, and pay attention, and invite them over to your family, if they're that kind of person. Now, if they got sticky fingers and things like that, it might be a reason they alone. I ain't saying invite everybody into your space. That's not what I'm saying. Oh, speaking of family, okay, I just want to say thank you so much for all the birthday love and wishes and gifts and everything that everybody showed me. Whether you called, you sent a card on Facebook or text, I love you all, and thank you very, 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 very much. I wanted to show a couple of cards that I thought were hilarious. Okay, so how about this card? I know it doesn't look much now, but this is kind of like the little Madonna bra. First of all, I'm not pink. And second of all, John Gerhardt sent this. There's only one in the world. John is from Germany. Baby, Germany released him with a smile. They was like, gone, honey, don't come back. Don't come back, because we can't handle you. Nobody can handle John. Love him, love him, love him. But look at this card he said. Okay, and it says, how you celebrate your birthday is nobody's business. Ding, 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 ding. So I thought that was hilarious, and only you, John. Really, really. Okay, and so I always love the birthday cards that can play music. And you don't have to give me birthday cards to play music. You can write it on a sticky note and just say happy birthday, Mario, and the fact that I have your handwriting and it says happy birthday, Mario, I love you. I would love that and cherish that. So it doesn't have to be the birthday card with the music, but I do love the birthday cards with the music, and let me tell you why. Because you can create like your own like little dances and your own little games. And if you are having a birthday party by yourself and you're just getting your cards mailed in or something, and you can have your own party. And let me teach you how to Dougie Boo. Hey! And then you can play musical chairs and things. And you always win because you know when you're going to stop the music. Hey! Play musical chairs. Hey! All right. So, I love the cards with the music. Plus, they make me want to dance. Okay, this is a silly card right here. Look at that. Smile, but it's a little kitten. Do you see it? Okay, there it goes. He's a kitty baby. And then you have that. I don't know, did he eat him? Something happened. But I love that card, and I love all my beautiful cards. And you know you got to show your parents cards because they're going to be freaking out. Now, this is a card. They're joking about me getting older. Okay? So, this says, having another birthday will remember one thing. One thing. Anything. You can't remember, can you? That's because you're getting old. Ha 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 ha. No, thank you. Thank you. I love that card. No, I'm only saying I'm getting old again here. Don't remember, you're always older than me. And I love you. I love y'all. So, and there's just a ton of cards. We can't read them all. But let's get back to it's time for dinner, okay? It is time for dinner because it is time to get the familyness back. And the reason I say that is because I went to a couple of dinners with different friends on my birthdays. And no matter what kind of restaurant it was, no matter what kind of restaurant we went to, the people were on their phones. And it was not just the children, it was the parents as well. Like, it was even more so the parents. And then the children was like, well, hell, I can be emailing or texting Tommy too, since you're going to be doing that. And it was the whole thing. And I literally counted at one restaurant. It was a huge restaurant. I counted 4 families. Families, not just one person. Families doing this. The whole family. The whole family. I could not believe it. And so I started filming it. And then somebody looked up and then I just put the camera down. But I just wanted to film it, but I didn't want the person to think I'm filming their family. So I just, I had to put that suicide mission. We couldn't do that. But I'm going to film it next time. I'm going to get enough courage and film the whole families texting during the middle of dinner. This is the time when we're supposed to, and then when the food came out, because I'm watching, when the food came out, they all just ate. And then Dad paid for the food and they all left. And they sat in the car in silence. It's time for dinner, guys. It's time to see what the children are going through and see what your parents are going through and see how we can help each other through this. Like, we're just living in a house with a family and we don't even know each other. Do we know each other? I'm not saying that this is the case in all the families, but I'm just saying it's time for dinner. Because a lot of cases, I even know with a lot of my friends who have children, they're working. And then when they come home, they're taking their children to practices and things like that, whether it's piano, football, dance, or whatever, a tutor, and then you're tired and you can't even cook and you're just ordering Chick-fil-A and you're eating it in the car, and then you go home and you want to have at least an hour to get your clothes ready and do it again and watch your favorite one TV show, and they want to watch their favorite TV show, and then you don't talk, and it then becomes a pattern. And no. It's time for dinner. It's time for dinner. It's time to eat together and look each other's in the eyes so we can see what we are really going through. Like, it's easy to look away and say, oh, I'm doing fine. Or you can look away and say, oh, I'm doing fine. Yeah, it's time to look each other in the eyes and see what's going on, Boo Bears. All right, so just remember this. It's time for dinner. Oh, and you know what? I was going to play a song, but we're out of it. So we're going to even do a whole nother show. It's going to be called Family Reunion, okay? So look out for the Family Reunion video, okay? I love you guys. And if you like this show, subscribe on YouTube.